keep your focus on the vision of your dream life for 68 seconds, just 68 seconds, and detach from your current reality for these 68 seconds, then you can manifest whatever it is that you want, no matter what is currently going on in your life. Whether you have $0 to your name and want to manifest big amounts, like big amounts of money, or your BF, GF, husband, wife, whatever broke up with you, and the messiest, most brutal breakup possible, and you are blocked everywhere, and you want to manifest them back, congratulations, you can, because it does not matter. And for this video, I want you to not comment on your undesirable circumstances at all. Don't even think about it. Instead, I want you to take a timer, set it to 68 seconds, and start writing, like start typing about your dream reality. And once the timer rings, post that comment. I'm seriously considering deleting all comments that talk about the undesirable circumstances for this video, because that is the gist of this video. Like, don't do it. So don't do it, and take the very first step to your dream life. So why exactly 68 seconds, you may ask? What is this lady on about? Well, 68 seconds is a law of attraction principle by Abraham Hicks. I know. But it aligns perfectly with the principles of the law of assumption and what Neville Goddard said about dominant thoughts and intensity. Look it up. An ask and it's given. This concept is worded as follows. When you repeatedly return to pure thought, maintaining it for at least 68 seconds in a short period of time, hours in some cases or a few days in others, that thought becomes a dominant thought. And once you achieve a dominant thought, you will experience matching manifestations until you change it. And that is exactly why your circumstances don't matter. They appeared because your current I, the things you are currently saying I am to, are inviting these circumstances in. I am broke, I am unloved, I am unworthy. Whatever it is, once you starve these I ams by not focusing on them any longer, you succeed. Because if you do not think, speak, or actively feel it, it is no longer a dominant thought, it is energetically not invited. It has no other choice than to leave. That is the law. It has to make place for the new dominant thought, which is your dream reality in the best case scenario, I hope. For how many days and how often do I have to do this? For as long and as many days as you need for it to appear in your reality. But usually around the 21-day, 1 month mark, you will start doing these things automatically anyway. Okay, it will become a habit, and a very beneficial one at that. Do it religiously right after waking up, every time you're about to act in your 3D in hopes of getting closer to your dream reality, every time you get a triggering thought, and finally, every time before bed. The trick here is not to focus directly on the object of your desires, like money, a person, fame, fortune, whatever it is that you want, but instead focus on how these things will serve you. On how these things will cater to you. You should always take center stage in your life. Nothing is ever as important as you are, even in imagination. And I do not mean it in an obnoxious way, like stomp on everyone. They are not important. No. But you should never love anything more than yourself. Ironically, only this way can you be of service to others? And that is like a whole entirely different video, and I'm not going to dive into that right now. Another tip that I have is to incorporate gratitude into your daily life for things that already exist. Very, very important, even for the seemingly minor ones. Why? Because unfortunately, when we're focused on manifesting something, we sometimes get trapped in the feeling of lack. It is not there. We're manifesting, right? So it must not be there. It's not ours, right? Well, that is a very false belief, but it comes up like unintentionally. This is when you start noticing what's missing instead of what is already abundant in your life. Gratitude is the antidote for that lack mindset. When you acknowledge the good things you already have, no matter how small, I am grateful for the air I'm breathing right now. That is something to be grateful for. Like, it does not have to be big. You are signaling to the universe, I want more of that. More of that, please. And the universe, like a good powerless person will cater that to you. It shifts your focus from scarcity to abundance, and that simple switch creates momentum. The universe answers in ways you couldn't have imagined. Well, you might receive even more financial abundance. Sorry, not might. You will receive even more financial abundance, even deeper relationships, and unexpected, like crazy over-the-top opportunities that you weren't even affirming for. This is how you manifest things into your life. This is the real deal. This works. This works. But one thing that you have to keep in mind is whether you will be able to sustain your manifestations. What do I mean by that? Is that another problem? Like, what do you want from me? No, everything is fine. Just listen. Let's take an SP for an example. Will you be able to keep that person in your life once they're back in? Because they will come back. They will come back. That is a given. Skip that. That is a given. It will happen. But what happens if they start triggering you again because they took too long to reply, for example, or they started following random girls on Instagram all of a sudden, like making that up from the top of my head, like everything that could trigger you. Why does that happen? Because a 68-second method does not automatically change your self-concept. And if your self-concept is not addressed and it is not healed, you will run into these kind of problems and they will trigger you. Oof. You will most probably fall back into old patterns and habits, old thinking patterns and old thinking habits. Plus, especially when it comes to people, your current self-concept will always attract a specific version of them. Of anyone, like doesn't have to be romantic, can be your family members, can be a friend. Your current self-concept will always attract a specific version of them. Only if you heal, grow and level up can the partner that you desire mirror you. Maybe it will still be the past person that you desire and they will appear in your life perfectly, exactly how you wanted them to be, exactly. But maybe it will be a different person, a completely different person that you will start desiring. Whatever it is, you will be satisfied. So that is really important. Self-concept and also self-love should be your number one priority. That should be the base in manifesting of everything you do. The space has to be strong and thriving for everything else that you manifest on top of that, on that base, to be thriving and beautiful. Also, like the base itself. Everyone that made it this far, like to the end of the video, thank you so much. I seriously love you so much. Comment down below about your dream life, please, not about your undesired circumstances. Let's see those powerful affirmations, because we are not being hearers only, we are the doers of this world. So please let me see those dream life affirmations, or even your success stories, like whatever it is. Positive vibes please only today, especially after this video. I love you. Like, oh, have a good one.